everybody. It's Good Morning Football weekend, and we've had news on news on news today, and the reactions are just pouring in around here, and just like that, it's over. I would just like to commend the Raiders on this decision. I'm sure this is the last decision they wanted to make, but right is right. Former Raiders wide receiver there. Then Danny Woodhead, man, if you told me all I had to do is go to work and not bother anyone and I'd get 30 GT, what?
Guaranteed.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'd probably do it. My guess is someone else won't give him that guaranteed. My guess is it'll be a tad more incentive-based. I could be wrong, though.
Danny Woodhead, who got a hard knock shout out from John Gruden in that meeting.
Give him a knock, guys. Give him a knock.
That's a one for Woodhead. Okay. We got Joe Theismann here. The Raiders tried and AB failed. Now it gets interesting. Who would want him? The game doesn't need him.
Oh, come on, Joe. Don't act like that, Joe. Don't act like that.
Game don't need none of us.
Asante Samuel, Patriots on the clock. I mean, that is the most popular pick right now. I know. MJ Acosta is where all the action is happening with Antonio Brown being cut today in Alameda. And MJ, what's new over there, and what have you been hearing from everybody now that the news has officially come down?
Well, from what I'm told, Colleen, at this point, those close to the team, they just say that there was no way around this release at this point with everything that happened, especially late last night, starting with that YouTube video that Antonio Brown posted about being painted as a bad guy in the media. And then, of course, this morning with that announcement asking to be released, asked, and I guess you shall receive, because that's exactly what's happening. But folks there at this point just telling me that this is what had to happen. He left the team no other choice than to move on from him, and now they can fully focus on Monday night's game. But all of this has just been a lot surrounding the team through the duration of not just this week, but all summer long through training camp. And if you think back, there has been no one more supportive of Antonio Brown than head coach John Gruden, even up until a couple of days ago when he said, listen, I think the world of the guy. I'm emotional about all of this happening. Switched to the next day where he was smiling in front of us, telling us Antonio's here in the building and we plan to play him on Monday. So the sheer back and forth of all of this is a lot to take in and a lot to digest. But now some finality here. The release is official. The team sent out that official release via email and on social media as well. So now it's all geared moving forward to face the Broncos on Monday.
MJ Acosta reporting from Alameda, where Antonio Brown will no longer be a wide receiver for the Raiders. MJ, thank you for all of your work today. We asked you guys out there, would you want your favorite NFL team to sign Antonio Brown? Look at that, 80% said no.
Oh, man.
80% said no. They would not like a top wide receiver because of all of that comes with it. All that comes with it is a lot.
We geotagged a lot of those votes in Oakland, though, so we got to discount a lot of them.
It's still early there, though.
And Pittsburgh.
That's two organizations.
Yes.
Wow. So I just sort of wrapping things up here on
long day of Antonio Brown.
Put a button on it. Now listen, we're stay with us, because NFL Network, we're going to be live for the next couple of hours on this situation as well too. So
yeah, that's true. We'll have a ton from all of our
this desk.
reporters, from Ian, from Tommy P. But yeah, so someone had tweeted me and said, "Is this GMFB or GMAB?"
Yeah.
Which it has been. It has been. Good morning, Antonio Brown here. But this is a big deal. And as of yesterday, so many things changed since yesterday when we were talking about how he might be suspended, he might be cut. Then all of a sudden, oh no, wait, hold on. He's going to be starting and playing in the game on Monday against the Broncos. And now all of a sudden, just like that, he's gone.
Yeah, I don't know where this team goes from a talent standpoint. I heard David tell me how many, you got this guy and that guy at receiver. Like we just said, it's different though.
They're not AB though.
When you got a guy that people knows his name and they know where he is, just from a whole game planning standpoint, I think it puts this Raiders team behind the 8 ball a little bit. And it's the reason why we don't have guaranteed contracts, because you never know. It's something I don't know. We're forced to be so aggressive all the time, and sometimes you don't know how to cut it on and off. And so that's what I worry about with a lot of players is learning how to cut it on and off.
Well, I just look at the rest of the wide receivers in that wide receiver room. J.J. Nelson, Tyrell Williams, Dwayne Harris, Hunter Renfrow. Like, those guys got to step up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know they may have been expecting, AB to come on in and, I'm going to get my one-on-one or whatever. That's not happening. He's gone.
And we do have this tweet here from Ian. Let's pull it up on the screen. Take a look at it. Ian saying, Agent Drew Rosenhaus on NFL Network. Yes, we just ran this a little bit ago. You guys heard it. It's been well documented that it's been a rocky road from the beginning. Unfortunately, not all relationships between players and teams work out. Everybody had the best intentions going, but it just didn't pan out.
Thank you, Ian, for transcribing our interview.
This is the payoff here. David Carr.
He was referring to
saying
specifically.
lies. So that was the.
Hold
that
on,
was
but
the
that's a
response,
retweet.
though.
So he was referring specifically to, that tweet from Ian Rappaport.
Exactly.
What was your favorite
Wow.
nugget that you had ready for today's show that died a quick death?
Favorite nugget?
Wow.
You should have.
I put you on the spot.
You put
Here's
me on the
mine.
spot. I got plenty of
DeAndre
them.
Hopkins, they've got a wall in the Houston Texans weight room where they write their goals for the season, or at least for weightlifting. A lot of guys doing that. They want to trim some body fat and all this stuff. DeAndre Hopkins
going on here?
wants to set an NFL record for receiving touchdowns this season, which would be over 23. He'd have to get there. Also wants no drops and 2,000 yards. That would have been a nice nugget to
You
drop.
done? Go ahead, drop your nugget.
Oh, I didn't even
You
look
got
at it. I
nugget?
got
You got
one.
My nugget, I didn't get to do my segment, Hall or Nothing.
Wait.
Tune in next week.
Dear Diary, I didn't get to do it either, but maybe tune in next week. I'll have that as well. I'm so sorry to all of the Oakland Raiders fans who went out and bought Antonio Brown jerseys. That's a shame right there. Thanks for sticking with us.